Okay, welcome to this SEO video series for Wix Studio SEO. This is something that comes up really often. People want to know how to do SEO for Wix Studio websites specifically, and they want to know if Wix Studio is capable of being able to help your SEO. And I think that it totally is capable of helping you get good results with SEO. I'm going to show you a couple of things in this video series that you can do to improve the SEO of your Wix Studio website. So the very first thing that I think anyone should do when they're working on an SEO campaign for their Wix Studio website or for a website for their clients is you're going to want to connect your website to Google Search Console. So Google Search Console is Google's webmaster tool, and it's free, and it's what you should use to get started. So I'm already logged in here to Google Search Console, and I'm going to show you how you can connect your Wix Studio website here and a couple of things that you should look out for. So in order to have a Google Search Console account, all you need is a Google account. So you can sign in with that. You just go to Google Search Console, just type that into Google and you'll find it. The first thing you have to do is you have to add a property. And so there's a couple ways you can add the property. You can do it by domain, or you can do it by URL prefix. And so I'm going to do the URL prefix one just because it's a bit easier if you have your domain registered through Wix. I'm just going to use this one. So I'm typing the URL from my Wix Studio website here into Google Search Console, and then I'm going to click continue. And then it's going to verify this property for me, and it's going to give me a couple of options on how I can verify this website. So there's the HTML file, HTML tag, Google Analytics, Google Tag Manager. All of these are pretty technical. This is a pretty good one. If you do have Google Analytics set up already, you could verify it that way. But I like to use this HTML tag. So I'm going to go to this, I'm going to click copy, and it's going to copy this HTML tag to the clipboard. I'm going to go back into my website here on the back end, and I'm going to go to settings, and then I'm going to find the custom code section here, and let me just find it real quick. It's down here at the bottom under advanced. So I'm going to go to custom code, and then I'm going to add code into the head tag. So I just paste that code snippet here, the HTML tag, and I'm going to name this Google Search Console HTML tag. And then I'm going to have this go all pages, and it's going to be in the head. That's the code section of your websites and the head tags, and I'm going to click apply. So now I'm going to go back here to Google Search Console. I'm going to give this a second. I'm going to click around just to make sure that this stayed there, and then I'll go in and verify it here. So custom code, my Google Search Console is here. It's firing on all pages, and it's working. So I'm going to go back to this and click verify, and it's going to verify my property. Okay, and right away it verified that I have set up my HTML tag on my website, and now you can see as one of my properties I have KC Soccer Training here. Now it takes a couple days for it to process data and to connect everything to Google Search Console, but in a few days you'll be able to get real-time insights here from the Google Search Console dashboard. So another thing that every website owner should do is they should submit their sitemap. So this is something that not a lot of people know, but any Wix Studio website comes with a sitemap built in. You just have to go to your home page, type in /sitemap, and then do XML. And this will give you your sitemap. This exists for any Wix website. So you just copy this, so it's just /sitemap.xml. And then in your Google Search Console, you're going to go to sitemaps. Oh, and actually you don't need to copy that full thing. I just need to type it in here. You could just, in fact, you probably don't even need to go to your Wix Studio website. You can just do this in here instead directly. It's just sitemap.xml because it has the home page here. I'm going to submit, and it should say success here. So by submitting my sitemap, it's going to help Google index my pages faster. And as I add new pages or update my website, it'll continue to crawl my sitemap every so often and get real-time updates here. So that's the second thing you should do. The first thing is you're going to want to connect your website to Google Search Console and get it verified through that HTML tag. Then the next thing after that is you're going to want to submit your sitemap using that /sitemap.xml. And then you do have to wait because these are still processing data. But let me show you an example of a Wix Studio website that is getting data right now. So this website is a Wix Studio website that we built for a client, your fitness finder. And it has been submitted and it's starting to perform even in the last 60 days. I think we launched this site only 2 months ago, and you can see it's already starting to get impressions and starting to get clicks from Google. And so this is where you have your overview page, which kind of shows you the performance, the indexing, and then this is Core Web Vitals, so your page web speed. But and then this would be if there's any indexing issues. So if pages aren't getting indexed, you can troubleshoot here. But this section, the performance section, is going to show you where the queries are coming from. So these are the keywords that are being typed into Google. And if you click these buttons, they show up in the reports down here. So it shows you your click-through rate and it shows you your average position for the keywords. So for, in this case, Fitness Finder, we are in the 5th position right now on average in Google. And then these are other keywords. We can also look at the pages, our top pages. So our home page is getting the most clicks right now. It has a decent click-through rate. It shows what our average position is, but then it shows some other pages that are getting clicks. And then I can see data from what countries those clicks are coming from. I can see the devices, so desktop or mobile. I can see search appearance. This would be if you have rich results showing up. So far this website doesn't, but you can also get good data by date. So what day did it happen, the impressions, the clicks, etc. And then you can change this date range up here to be whatever you want it to be. You can compare date ranges. You can also change the type, and these would be different results on Google. So when you do an image search, for example, you can see if you have any images showing up for getting clicks or impressions, video or news. Most of the time it's just going to be web, but then you can start to derive different things with this data. The other thing is once you do connect the Google Search Console, then you can see data right here in your Wix Studio website. So I'm going to jump over to your Fitness Finder on the back end. And if I go to my marketing home, then there's going to be different things here. I think I went to the wrong place actually. I'm going to go to the SEO. Here we go. Okay, so this is the SEO. Sorry, that was in the wrong spot. So it's under website and mobile app and then SEO. And so this is connected with Search Console right here, and it's showing you the same data we were just looking at, and then it shows you some other data. So you can see most significant changes, increases, decreases, the queries, so these are keywords, and then there are some other things that you can do. But the reason that I recommend this as the very first step is because Google Search Console is free to use. It's Google's webmaster tool, the most powerful search engine, and it's going to connect seamlessly with your Wix Studio website. You have these two things linked up now, working in tandem together to view your performance. And in the next video, I'm going to cover how you can do on-page optimization. So that would be things like your title tags, your meta descriptions, your headings, internal linking, things like that, how you can edit those and what those mean, and how you can improve your performance by optimizing those for your target keywords. But I just wanted to show this step because I think it's a step that not a lot of people know how to do, but you can connect your Google Search Console using that HTML tag, and then you go into your website and there's that custom code section here where you can set up the Google Search Console HTML tag. So once you have that, and once you submit your sitemap, you're in a good starting point to then do those other steps where you're going to start optimizing your title tags and meta descriptions. And so we'll cover that next.